Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for part 4 of Rotherham week. It's Rotherham versus Birmingham, and the 4-game week that made it very, very hard for us to predict the end of the season down the bottom in the Championship is coming to an end in, well, about 5 or 10 minutes. Rotherham versus Birmingham. The penultimate game of the Championship weekend. Bigger picture, we do still have Coventry versus Barnsley to come at 3 p.m. But a very big weekend of Championship football. Round 42 for most. You should see the score lines ticking along the bottom there. I suppose the biggest news was Norwich's confirmed promotion, and the playoff picture now looks, could look even worse for Reading after the Barnsley game. But are we heading towards a dead rubber last week in the Championship? We hope not. But lots of defeats as well for the top teams yesterday. Anyway, we'll get into all of that tomorrow in the review show, because we've still got a couple of games to go, haven't we? Namely, chiefly, this one we're about to watch. Of course, we did Rotherham on Thursday, and they lost at home to Coventry in what seemed a key defeat. It'll turn out to be a key defeat unless they can get a win here today, in which case they can right a few wrongs against improving Birmingham, who have picked up nicely since Lee Bowyer took over from Aitor Karanka as manager. We have got about 6 or 7 minutes. We'll go through the teams and whatnot. Say hello in the comments, please, and I'll say hello back in just a second after we've done the usual business. Let me know that you can see me, hear me loudly and clearly. Let's say a big thank you to Charlie, who is our fan sponsor for our watch-alongs this season. 30 years of Royal. Here's to many more. Thank you, of course, to Charlie. He got involved over on Patreon. You can do the same. Exclusive shows over there. All picking up. We're hoping for 3 Patreon exclusive shows next season as the channel ramps up. You can get involved via Super Chat as well at any time during the broadcast. First Super Chat has become the king of the bin and own the Fake News Sin Bin and Pedant Corner as well. It's up for grabs. Park Lane and Mayfair, hey? For the princely sum of absolutely nothing, you can support. Hit the thumbs up wherever you're watching, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. And if you are on YouTube, hit subscribe, ring the bell. We are approaching 15,200 subscribers now, which is tremendous news for the channel. We are growing nicely, we hope. We'll stick the results up again. Let's have a little, say some hellos here to Liam, Gordon, Balberg guy, John, Brandon, Toby, Annie, Leeds 2021. Anybody else here? Mr. E, Logan, Honey Gun. We'll get some predictions in a minute if you want. Matthew, Kafir, Brandon. Lots going on in here. There we go. Iain, straight in as the Fake News Sin Bin sponsor. Thank you so much for that, Iain. Very, very kind. £5 super chat. Just say hi to Gareth, Mabel, Sophie as well. There we go. Right. Let's have a look at the teams. We're very familiar with Rotherham, having done a watch-along with them very, very recently. They've been rotating this week, haven't they? Victor Johansson in goal. He played really well against Coventry, didn't he? Excellent performance by Johansson. Ihekwa, Wood, MacDonald. I think that's the same back three, isn't it? Someone will correct me. Clark Robertson certainly didn't start, and I don't imagine he'll be playing right wing back. Maybe swap him and Harding. We'll see. Lewis Wing, Sean McDonald, and Matt Crooks. So they got Crooks in, who's a decent attacking threat, and then a front two as well of Ladapo and Smith. So it does look attacking for Rotherham. Remains to be seen exactly what that shape and where everybody appears on the pitch. Get your thoughts in on the Rotherham 11 there. Blackman, Ola Sunday. I think he'd started all 3 games, hadn't he? Barlassa, Giles, Lindsay, Ogbene. Sadly, Wiles, he steps out from the other night against Coventry. And Hurst make up the bench. Can we call them informed Birmingham? I suppose we can, can't we? Birmingham, Etheridge in goal. Roberts, Dean and Pedersen. Strong and powerful team, this, isn't it? Seddon and Colin are the wing-backs. Gardner, Sunjic, McGree in a 3. Jutkovic with Leko up with him. And Jutkovic, bit of a key figure in the Bowyer turnaround. I wrote about him in my tribal football column this week. He was my player of the week. Check that out at tribalfootball.com. True Man, Friend, Bella, Harper, San Jose, Sanchez, Miller, Cosgrove, Hogan on the bench for Blues. And here is the state of play. Fortunately, we only have 1 game going here, so I won't have to explain things 100 times. So, Birmingham on 45. A win for Blues puts them to 48. It would put them above Huddersfield and above Coventry. And they would go 9 points ahead of Rotherham, who would then still have 6 games to play. So nothing's going to be sorted down the bottom until Rotherham actually catch up on all of the games in hand in terms of definitive stuff. For Rotherham, a win would put them within 1 point of Derby County and obviously 3 again of Birmingham, with 2 games in hand on both of those sides. Down the bottom there, have a quick bit of maths there. Maximum upside for Wycombe now is 12 points from the remaining games. They are currently 9 points behind. A defeat for Wycombe next time out. I think there's a midweek round, isn't there? And a draw for Derby would relegate Wycombe. Please tell me they don't play each other, because I know then that's not popular. So Wycombe could be down next round. Less obvious for Sheffield Wednesday. So if they were to lose the next round, they can still get 45. And, well, we'll see how Coventry and Birmingham go today. But something could happen midweek in terms of an actual mathematically confirmed relegation. Let's go back to the comments before the action starts. Mayfair secured. Buy it up. Welcome, James. Callum wants Coventry and Brum wins. How was that? Very nice for asking Leeds 2021. He was lovely. Bless him. He'd bought a new laptop and there was a problem with it and he was worried about taking it back. So we went and took it back for him to John Lewis over in Ipswich. So, yeah, he was a bit stressed out by that, but thank you for asking. My dad, wonderful to see him. I gave him his Christmas presents, which was great. Rotherham win, Birmingham win. Come on, Rotherham, says Owen. The league badly needs a Miller's win today. I mean, there's still the games in hand, but I know where you're going with that, Mr. E. Wing will be keen. Yeah, I thought Wing looked all right in the last game, didn't he? A danger. What was my prediction for this, Sophie? I think I just played the Joker and went Rotherham to try and make things interesting, but you'd make Birmingham favourites given recent form. Come on, Blues. Come on, Rotherham. Good, nice mix in the chat here. Come on, Lee Bowyer's Mighty Blues. Chris, feeling a bit tired today. Congratulations to our Norwich friends celebrating a promotion yesterday. I should probably not support the Millers as I've backed the losers most. You're not the only one, Sophie. Blooming top 4. Here we go again with a, sorry if that sounded rude, with a minute's silence for Prince Philip. Obviously, I will continue to broadcast through this. My apologies if anyone finds that offending. Please feel free to mute me as I'm talking if you would like silence to continue at your end. Bits, big ask for a team to play so many games and not suffer from fatigue. Totally. EFL Player of the Year, it'd be Buendia, wouldn't it? I think, Logan. Evening all. Owen, it's in Rotherham's hands and that's all they can ask for at this stage. Well, half of that's true, Matthew. They could have asked for an easier fixture schedule, couldn't they? But hey, COVID being what it is. The Watford way. Well, we'll talk about Watford in the review show tomorrow. But yeah, A disappointing result, but the first one in a long, long while for Watford. They've been in great form, haven't they? Just need to get back at it the last few games. They got to Norwich on Tuesday, don't they? Great video about Sheffield United. Thank you. So already those eagle eyes spotted the Norwich one may have been filmed in advance, but hey, preparation is allowed, isn't it? Sheffield United was pre-prepared, but I filmed it this morning. So a couple of videos on one team leaving our wonderful league and one team returning after 2 seasons to our wonderful league. Right, condolences and respects, of course, to Prince Philip, who died this past week. And the minute silence is done. Birmingham wearing green today. I'm not quite sure why. Referee is Tim Robinson. Referee Robinson. Today, Lewis, we're as good as down for me, Ben. No fight compared to the other teams. We played well for an hour and switch off. Lewis, obviously a Derby fan. Well, possession is 9/10 of the law down there, Lewis, isn't it? And sometimes teams in the bottom 3 don't win any games. And I know I repeat myself saying, look, there is no relegation chase if one of the bottom 3 doesn't win any games. You never know. We'll see. Well, I'll speak to you in an hour and a half about that, because here we go. I'll leave Birmingham as blue there on the emoji, but they are wearing green. And of course, it's Rotherham nil, Birmingham nil. We are just a couple of seconds in. Let me know if you want a time sync. McGree has the ball on the right for Birmingham. Max Colin overlaps. Decent cross to the back post, and Jutkovic heads over. Good start from Birmingham. It's not a big chance per se. I think position on the pitch might come up as a big chance, but he's well marshalled. He's right on his tippy toes. Ehekwe jumps in front of him. Decent looking cross that by Max Colin, though. Johansson can't come and get it. Jutkovic heads over the top, and if that was, I don't know, 8 inches lower, he probably heads that in the goal, the cross. Good start by Birmingham. Colin looking dangerous down the right wing. We'll give you a time sync if you want one. Just request that in the comments. And there is a foul on McGree again. He's had a busy opening first minute, and it's a free kick to Blues. White shorts on white, dearie me. Could have worn blue and blue, couldn't they? Matthew, if Derby go down, I'll win $2,000. You better super chat me then, Matthew. Just as well, Norwich's red wasn't Buendia. They'd go winless for the season. Well, there you go. That happened at the end of their last promotion season. He got a red, didn't he? Time sync coming on 2 minutes. We'll do that one. Oxford in the top 6 after beating Gills. Yeah, we took some League One maybe at half time. Rooney's going to make himself look a fool if we go down. Sounds like the start of the Cov game. Yeah, Coventry, well, not quite as exciting with the massive volley from Matty James hitting the bar, but yeah, the away team on the front foot. John, come on, Blues. We tend to do well in our green kit. Give me the results, hey? Norwich probably still on the source. Here they come down the left. I don't think we'll trouble Watford Tuesday. And that could be 4 defeats versus the parachute cartel, Chris. You'll have to see it. Afternoon to Steve as well. Right, you're not going to get a time sync on 2 minutes because 2 minutes has passed. We're trying to give you one on 3. What you are going to get, I think, is the first Mark Roberts gargantuan throw-in of the game on the right touchline as Lee Bowyer sups away at his water. Roberts absolutely hurls that in, headed away by Crooks. The volley was smashed against Sunjic. It's going to go loose for Harding, who, as we predicted, is playing right wing back, and Clark Robertson is playing left wing back. Again, we've done this before, haven't we? Keep your comments coming. Oh, God, I just missed another time sync. We'll give you time sync on 4 minutes. My fault. Long throw in of Rotherham's into the channel, hooked up in the air by Harley Dean, headed on in midfield, shoving the back by Ehekwe on Jutkovic. He's such a horrible striker to play against, Jutkovic, isn't he? He has mastered the championship, mastered backing in, mastered back post headers, and he's now on 50 goals for Birmingham. Ben, if Forest get 1 more point, then Derby need 3 wins from 4 because of the goal difference. You're not worried about Forest, Ben. You're fine. Don't you worry. Long gap down there. We can look at the table at half-time. In comes the free kick into the box. Nice and direct from Birmingham, as they have been under Lee Bowyer. Nice and straightforward. Marginal gains. Create chances with these long throws and this direct stuff, and using Jutkovic. Played well and on good form, Birmingham. In those last 5 games, Blues, 10 points. Really, really good form, actually. Thrown down the line. Smith plays it back. Cross comes in from the left. Ooh, handball shout there against Roberts. He chested it down. I'd have to see a replay, so I will plead the 5th. Please don't advertise other people's streams in my stream, please. You're more than welcome to watch. You're also more than welcome, under freedom of choice in the world we live in, to go and watch someone else's stream. But pretty classless to advertise someone else's stream in mine. So Charlie Weston, get in the fake news sin bin. Big fan of Brummy Joe, actually. Great channel, but come on. Bit of decorum, please. Wing into Ladapo. Ladapo turns on the edge of the box, drives low, and just wide of the post. He did go in, actually, so we should probably play that funky music, wide boy. In he goes. Charlie Weston. Despicable behaviour there. Ladapo with the spin and shot. Real sense that Etheridge left that. He thought he had it covered. Diving down to his left, and the shot just drifts wide. Yeah, Ben, fair comment about last season. But remember, Forest were challenging at the top of the table, and points get scored a lot quicker, and Leeds get eaten up a lot quicker up there than they do down the bottom, don't they? We will get a time sink. Deary me, I'm missing them all over the place. Brum showing massive improvement under both days. Sneaky feeling for the Millers, says Steve. As a Miller tells his tale. In comes another direct free kick from Birmingham. Rotherham tried to counter, but Roberts gets in and stops that one. Cleared away by Angus MacDonald. I don't know if Mark Roberts can reach the box from here. I suppose he can. Right, you're going to get a time sync now. We're going to be at 7 minutes. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. Sync up if you need to. 3, 2, 1. Sync. There's your timestamp for 7 minutes. In goes the long throw. Dean underneath it. Rotherham clear. Birmingham really hemming Rotherham in now the past few minutes. They did get out for that Ladapo shot, but otherwise, it's a good territorial ploy, isn't it, the long throw-ins? Because every time you have one, the game stops, the defensive team moves back, you move forward, and, it can really be difficult to get people up the pitch once you're hemmed in like that. Afternoon, Philip. Stop the gloom, support the bloom. Absolutely. Rotherham 0, Birmingham 0, 7 gone. Birmingham on top, really. Jutkovic chance. Ladapo down the other end. Birmingham most of the territory. Oh, don't worry, Steve. You weren't the only one who was behind all of the top 4 yesterday. That was me too. But the one thing guaranteed making championship predictions is that you'll look a mug most weeks. And yes, I know I often do. So Roberts is no Dave Challoner. I remember Dave Challoner, or Tozer from Cheltenham. The hilarious thing with Dave Challoner at Tranmere was the stand was quite close to the ground, and they would position the sponsors boards so there was a gap so he could actually walk back right onto the edge of the concourse. And he was pretty much running from the stand before he was sticking the long throw in, Challoner. Oh, Jutkovic got Sean McDonald's elbow there. You saw quite a good example of how to screen Jutkovic back and front there. Here's Ladapo. Poor ball by him, and Max Collin nicks that. He's tackled by Crooks, but I think there was a foul prior to Crooks' challenge. I always think long throws are a challenge to defend due to lack of bait. Totally agree with that, Chris. And, of course, you can't be offside from a throw-in. Maybe given how long throws are, maybe they'll change that law and you can be offside from a throw-in. But, yeah, those couple of things, the fact that you can't hold a high line against the long throw, can you? Sam, if Rotherham go down, which players should Championship teams be looking to buy? Out of those players, I mean, Ihek was a very experienced, sort of stable centre-half. I don't know how high he would go up. Johansson's performance in goal the other night might have raised a few eyebrows. Crooks, there's a player there, isn't there? Maybe as a number 10. And, Ladapo and Smith. One sort of powerful and Smith quite tall as well. Missed kick there by Harding. And one of those loose, bouncy ball foot up in the air in the penalty box ones that we've seen given there. I'm sure we'll get a hyper slow replay of that. Here's Lecco on the left wing for Birmingham. Cross goes to the back post, headed away by Robertson. Colin controls on the right wing. Nice ball in from Colin to McGree. Oh, good football by Birmingham. Here comes Gardner. Low cross, and Lecco can't quite get it. That would have been a great goal. Will Rory Delap always be the long throw? I think Rory Delap's maybe the outlier, isn't he? Because he does get plenty of pace on his long throws. Still on the staff at Stoke, isn't he? Look, we got one of those horrible ones where the ball's in the air, both players are chasing. You know, if you watch the channel, that's my pet hate, those ones getting given as penalties. So, look, we've seen them given. It didn't get given. In goes another long throw, straight down Johansson's throat. And he catches them. Ever thought about playing Football Manager? God, I spent most of my teenage years playing Football Manager, Bo. I cannot commit the time now at my age. That wouldn't end well, would it? Johansson, big goal kick down the ground. 11:26 gone. Headed on by Crooks to Ladapo, edge of the box. Ladapo holds it up. He's going against Roberts. Good feet by Ladapo. In the end, he holds it too long. Sunjic takes it off in McGree. Hospital ball into Roberts, but he clears. Fierce aerial challenge there between Ihekwa and Sedon. Ihekwa, as I said a minute ago, sort of reliable Championship defender. Yes, Delap's son is in the system now at Man City, isn't he? Keep an eye out for him. MacDonald never really cut it at the Swans. Nice lad. And that's been the market that Rotherham have shopped in under Paul Warne. Here comes Smith into the channel. Good work by Roberts. Gets down there. Does really... Oh, no, actually, he's given it away to Wing. Wing attempts the cross. Roberts did well to... I mean, it was a little bit elephant racing, wasn't it? Roberts versus Smith into the corner there. Wasn't exactly Traore versus Dan James, but... he got there first. Excuse me, Pedersen got there first. And there's a poor clearance, actually. Wing put the cross, and it's a corner to Rotherham. Forward comes Angus MacDonald. Ihekwe. Very strange ploy here. Richard Wood is holding all of the Rotherham players way outside the box. They're all going to make a late run. In they come. Charge of the Light Brigade. Headed down. Nearly worked, actually. Ladapo was nearly on the other end of it, and Birmingham clear. Innovative looking corner that. Here come Birmingham away with McGree. That's excellent from Sean McDonald. And Rotherham come again. Ladapo holds up. Given away, though, in the midfield. And nice switch of play early for Seddon, but it's not a nice switch of play because it's gone out. You got to love an elephant race, haven't you? Referees should be more fussy about exactly where long throws are taken, not bothered where any other throws are taken. Yeah. Have these strange little rules of thumb in football, don't we? Steal a few yards with that long run up. Chris, one of our Leeds friends, good luck Millers. Be sad to see them go down. Got my eyes crossed. Nice. Always a good atmosphere between you lot in the chat, isn't there? Right, so free kick comes in for Rotherham. Heckwell was under it, and it's cleared by Birmingham. Swallowed up by McDonald. That's a silly foul there by, I think it was Sunjic, wasn't it, over in the shade. Sorry, it's Gary Gardner. And Rotherham will be able to stick this free kick in the box. I'm sure Lewis Wing will be interested in swinging this one in with his right foot. Good work by McDonald there. Just does Gary Gardner, doesn't he? And Gardner has to take him down else. He's well and truly skinned. Thumbs up from McDonald. The Rotherham centre mid. And in comes the free kick from Wing. Flat one, doesn't swing it in. Oh, excellent from Etheridge. He landed, I was going to say, it was an excellent come and claim. He landed and then dropped it. But here come Birmingham loose on the counter, all sorts going on. And that's stolen at the back. Oh, but given away by Wood. And now he's out of position. Jukovic on the left wing. Jukovic plays the channel for Lecco. Lecco crossing position. Lecco stands up. Angus McDonald. Lecco onto the right foot. Back onto the left. Still got it. Lecco crosses in. Ooh. Headed clear. Sunjic. Left corner of the box. Sunjic crosses right-footed. Wood heads clear. And Ladapo scoops it up. Crooks now tries to come away. Sunjic does well. He's had a decent start as well. Gardner plays the channel. Now, in comes the cross from the right-hand side. Half cleared by Angus McDonald. Knocked out to Seddon on the left corner of the box. Seddon crosses low. Lecco there deflects out. Or doesn't deflect. Lecco gets something on it, and it's a goal kick. Wide it goes. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for this season, Ben. Been a revelation discovering your feed. Thanks for being here, Chris. I know Chris is a follower on Patreon as well. Made a huge difference in terms of enjoyment. Thank you very much. Very, very kind of you to say, Chris. Congratulations. As congratulations to all of our Norwich friends. Remember, don't go anywhere. Dearly departed next season. You're just showing that Etheridge come and gather. And he just hit the deck hard and dropped the ball, actually. No type of foul or anything. I want Rotherham to win this one just to keep the drama. Deary me. Right, should we let Charlie Weston back in after the despicable act of advertising somebody else's stream in my comments? Good thing I'm kind. We'll see if he uses his opportunity well. Here's Ladapo into the box, tries to take on Roberts, who clears it out. It's going to be a throw-in. Andy Legg, hey? We had him on loan at Ipswich, Steve. I remember him well. Angus can be great or a disaster waiting. Started all right so far today. Dun, 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 dun. It's not a corner for Rotherham, but I think a long throw is coming into the box. It's actually been thrown back into a crossing position. Poor ball in. I think it was Robertson put it in. Here is Ehekwa. Tries to head it back in. Birmingham half clear. Harding down the right. Former Birmingham player, of course. MacDonald puts it in. Headed down and caught by Etheridge. It was Angus MacDonald that headed that one. Former Hull player. I think he had some bad health problems, didn't he? Angus MacDonald, is that the right player? So great to see him on the pitch doing the business. Park Lane secured. Tremendous. Yeah, Chris has got pedant corner. Lovely stuff. I'd hate to be a Derby fan right now. There we go. Yes. So, yeah, great to see Angus MacDonald back. What do I think of Sheffield United being relegated? Well, Eugene, it's funny you should say that. I've done a 30-minute video on that this morning, so you can check that out. Hail Ben the Merciful. Yeah, merciful. Until the next flagrant disrespect occurs, Owen. Besmirchment of my good name. Besmirchment, is that even a word? Deary me. Good day, Riley Taylor, Chelsea FC Fan TV. Taylor. Might want to work on that name. Could be a bit punchier, Riley, that, couldn't it? Dean, huge clearance forward. But yes, good day to you. Bowel cancer. Oof. Well, great to see him. Great to see him out on the pitch and looks fit as a butcher's dog, doesn't he? Good luck to Angus. I'm sure Chris is one of the few that gets my dun 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 every time I say that. Is that how you smell besmirch? Smell? Spell? Never besmirch my good name. Great word, that, isn't it? MacDonald plays home to Johansson. Clears only as far as Seddon, who does well. Pokes into McGree. Jukovic left wing plays to Channel. Seddon makes the run again. Good defending by Richard Wood. Sticks it out. We're coming up 20 minutes here. It's tight. It's not quite as tense as the Coventry game the other night that Rotherham had. I'd say Birmingham were on top for the first 10. Bit more even since then. In the main, we're looking at balls into the box here in this game for goal scoring opportunities. So defenders really have to keep concentrating here. We're about to get another long throw in from Mark Roberts. So 20 on the clock. In goes the long throw. Big header clear there by Wood. Thought he got fouled actually into the bargain. Robertson jumped at that funny in the box there. Could have been close to a handball. Really bad call by the linesman there. Jukovic, there was a double bounce there. I'm pretty sure that didn't come off Jukovic last, but a Rotherham throw, that's a replay of that. It does prove sometimes that the linesman can literally be too close to the action to be able to see what's going on. Oh, there we go. Besmirch, defile. Defile just sounds rude, doesn't it? Smith down the left. Roberts gets in and makes the tackle. Smith goes down, but it's going to be a throw-in to Blues. Steve, Rotherham maybe a bit more nervous after losing to Cov. Possibly, certainly a bit more tired. Steve. Blamerch. Blamonge. Yeah. It had that feel, didn't it, Sophie? McDonald left Barnsley for Hull, but apparently there were issues not disclosed about his health. Joe Brunner ruled against Barnsley after cough up Compo. I know nothing of any of this. All sounds interesting. Oh, Sunday roast. I just had a couple of chicken drumsticks and a packet of Walker's crisps and a couple of biscuits as well. Nice old lunch that was. Shaylee had Marmite spaghetti, as she tends to. Marmite pasta. One into the channel for Ladapo to chase. He's going to do well to get there. Pedersen in the way. Has he forced Pedersen to put it out? He has. Good play by Ladapo there. The defiler of fake news. I actually like fake news. I find it quite amusing, but no one's besmirching me, absolutely. Will Watford be crowned? Will Norwich be crowned champions if they beat Watford? I think that's the case, isn't it? Corner to Rotherham, by the way. Norwich are 8 points clear. If they win against Watford, they will obviously be 11 points clear with 3 games to go and would, of course, be champs, already promoted. You know my feelings on this. The prize is so big. Oh, crossed it low. Oh, just wide. Lewis Wing took the corner short. Oh, biggest chance of the game there is Angus MacDonald on the near post. The corner went short. It was well worked, actually. Knocked straight back from MacDonald to Wing, who then slams it across low. Oh, and it just drifts across the floor and past the far post Etheridge, all the Birmingham defenders just turn and look at the ball. They ain't stopping it. Deary me. I mean, look at this complete idiot. I mean, can you not do any better than that, Chili Lucas? Go on. Chili Lucas, have another go. Go on. What an idiotic comment. Go on, have another go, mate. Go on. See if you can be any more humorous or intelligent than that. Deary me. Have another go. Go on. Long one forward. Is that you in the picture, Chili Lucas? Make the picture bigger and I'll give my feedback on your hair. It looked boring as anything, I tell you. He's probably covering up baldness as well, isn't he? Speaking of baldness, there's Paul Warne in my shot. I did not see the Norwich game last night. I cannot comment on it. I will review everything for tomorrow. I was coming back from my father's. .24:33 on the clock here. Roberts, another long throw in. Heads that one away. Really? The haircut one was the best one I have. Wow. What a man, everyone. Can we get some clap emojis for Chili Lucas in the chat? Oh, Smith arriving. Can we get some clap emojis for Chili Lucas? Clap your hands for Chili Lucas. What a brave, witty and wonderful man he must be. Can we get some clap emojis in the chat, please? I mean, what a hero coming and gracing us with his just outstanding bravery. I mean, can you imagine sitting behind a keyboard and mentioning somebody's hair? I mean, what a legend. What a guy he must be. Deary me. I know what I'm going to do today. Deary me. Chance there for Smith, though. Rotherham turning the screw a little bit. There we go, Chili Lucas. Plenty of standing ovation for you. What a legend, hey? Don't waste oxygen. Deary me. Don't waste oxygen, says Cole. There you go. I'm just in awe of this really, inspirational person who's decided to grace us today. Rotherham playing better, a lot better against us than the other night. Yeah, a little bit of a sense of that. I mean, obviously, Coventry played well, didn't they? Free kick to Birmingham, edge of the box. Gardner's lining it up. Seddon is there. It's just right on the edge of the box, actually, a little bit to the left. A little bit to the left. McGree is there as well. In fact, I think it's just Gardner and McGree over it now. I can't seem to place the ball. Right. Gardner and McGree both step back. Birmingham have put their own wall in front of Rotherham's. Gardner takes it. Gardner over the wall, over the crossbar. Oof. Afternoon, Ben. Hot off the back of watching your Norwich and Blaze videos. Thank you very, very much, James. Very, very kind. Good hour of content there, James. That's a good effort. 0-0. 27:25 on the clock. I won't be continuing on to the Barnsley game. I'm just going to be doing this one. Seddon comes in off the left. Down the line it goes and out of play. Getting a bit loose now. Rotherham coming into it. Have I seen the Bobby Robson documentary on Prime? Can I do a big clang of a name drop? I went to the movie premiere of the Bobby Robson documentary a month before it was released a few years ago in Soho. and was embargoed from talking about it, so I couldn't tell everyone. But there we go. We will cover all of the action in the review show. Sophie, and as you can see down the bottom there, plenty of red cards for us to talk about this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the championship already. Wonder if we'll get another one today. 2 games, that would work out about right, wouldn't it? 5 in 10, 6 in 12. Headed back by Robertson. Here is MacDonald. Plays it up the line. And Wing tried to do some kind of step over. Harley Dean read it and he ran straight into him. We'll give you a time sync. Give you a time sync in 45 seconds. Did I have the Norwich video up ready? And then when they finally got promoted, made it public? No. I disrupted the space-time continuum, Owen. And I paused the world, made the video. No, of course I did. Yeah. You got to be there. Got to be on the pulse, haven't you? We are coming up half an hour. We'll give you a proper time sync. Who was it asked? Eli in a second. We've got a Mark Roberts long throw coming in, although he's tossed it into the middle here. Long range shot by Seddon. Right, 30-minute time sync coming up in 3, 2, 1, sync. Thoughts on Lecco? Always liked him. I mean, he looked pretty dangerous for Charlton at times. He's just one of these players where you watch him and sometimes you think, where's he going? I remember him coming on for West Brom against Ipswich at a game I was at and talking to a West Brom fan, and he said, oh, keep a lookout for this guy. He's going to be good. And he kind of went on a dribble and you thought, oh, okay, he's quick. He can dribble. But where's he going? And couldn't work out there. Bogus Charlton, he was quite good, wasn't he? But he's just got to put it all together, doesn't he? A bit of consistency. Definitely the talent there, Lecco, for sure. Harley Dean, throw in, left back area. 0-0. Headed down by Ihekwe. Launched forward by Wing. That's a great ball. Ladapo, edge of the box. Ladapo engages Roberts. Ladapo onto the right foot. Shot blocked. Edge of the box now. Wing. His shot's blocked as well by Gardner. Good defending by Birmingham. Headed down to Gardner. Gardner turns, Wing turns inside outside to Wes Harding. Harding beats Seddon. Harding crosses low. Ladapo near post. 6-yard box. Knocks it back. McDonald tries to side foot the shot. And again, Birmingham in there blocking things. Head it, kick it. And Rotherham unable to test the keeper. Here, Ihekwe cleverly draws a foul there off. Jutkiewicz just gets his body in the way. I suppose you give both teams some credit there. Birmingham defending well. Rotherham probing, but just leg block, body in the way at every point. Oh, thank you, Eddie Nketiah. There's a Fulham team there. We'll take a look and see. They're playing Arsenal at 1:30. So thank you for that one. Here's Lecco holding it up. Lecco to Gardner. Gardner switch of play, headed out by Robertson. And cleared out to Seddon. I think Seddon got caught there by Smith. Robinson lets it go. Lecco surely offside there. And yeah, the flag is up. Free kick to Rotherham, who've probably been on top for the last 5 or 6 minutes now. Paul Warne, the milk tray man. He's a bit too bubbly and enthusiastic to be as suave as the milk tray man, isn't he, Sophie? Certainly looks the part today, though. Now, there's a handsome bald man. Paul Warne, hey? What a guy. Flicked on by Crooks, looking for Smith. Dean wanted Etheridge to come and get that. He did not, and Etheridge has to quickly adjust and clears that out for a Rotherham throw-in. What are my thoughts on Danjuma? Well, if you go back to a video I did at the start of the season where we were putting together a couple of 11s, in comes the long throw, by the way, for Rotherham. There's a bit pushing and pulling there. Robertson, a shot blocked. Oh, Hekwa, middle of the goal, tries to chest it down and volley it. Over the top it goes. I can't remember what 11 I did. It might have just been like a top 6 11 at the time or something, or maybe I can't remember, but I did have Danjuma in it. So I was on the Danjuma bus quite early in the season, but I just had that portion of the season injured. I wonder what Jason Tyndall thinks about that. If he'd had Danjuma fit the whole time, would he still be the boss there? He's having a great end to the season. Arnaut Danjuma. Flying left winger for Bournemouth. Dean passes it back to Etheridge in the goal. Etheridge clears. Flicked on by Jutkovic. Harding on Seddon. No foul given. 34:50 on the clock. Rotherham 0. Birmingham 0. Johansson with the goal kick. Headed down. And half cleared by Birmingham. McGree sticks his foot through it. Moments of the season. Are we doing hapless comedy moments? Because Sema's step over was brilliant. Full respect to Sema, though. He's a good player, isn't he? Is this Rotherham's last chance to stay up? No, Five Bellies, it's not. They'll still have 2 games in hand. That's the thing with their ridiculous schedule. But obviously, fatigue and mental fatigue as well could, I get your argument. Lecco is fouled right on the edge of the box there by Lewis Wing. He just turned back Lecco and Wing caught him. There you go, Five Bellies. John agrees. Yeah, it's a definite free kick. Lecco goes down in stages, but this has been one of my rants. Players don't get free kicks unless they go down, do they? So he had to go to ground there, Lecco. And it's a very dangerous looking free kick here. Now they can go floaty and just try and stick this on top of the keeper, or they can smash this in with pace. I think Steve Seddon is going to take it with the left foot. He can't take that. His eye's pouring with blood. There's no way he's going to be allowed to take this free kick. Come on, Seddon. You know the rules. He's literally, he looks like Ric Flair. He's pouring with blood down his face. So I think Seddon's going to have to go off the pitch. And Birmingham's left-footed free kick taker is not going to get, or they're going to let him get cleaned up before the free kick. I think they are going to let him get cleaned up. But yeah, he's just got right there on the side of his eye some kind of wound, and the blood is dripping out of that fairly quickly. What are we looking at here? Is this how he got the injury? Oh, ouch. He headed the back of Wes Harding's head. Ouch. Harding's fine. Sometimes it hurts more if you get it on the back of the head, doesn't it? Especially when you didn't see it coming. Anyway, once this blood is cleaned up, it's going to be a very dangerous free kick to Birmingham. Rotherham have got to keep their concentration here with regard to defending this free kick. think referees are pushing more towards letting play continue after fouls. Well, yeah, because they know it's all going to go to a replay. Same position as our goal. Yeah, good point. Right on the edge of the box, isn't it? The free kick. The Birmingham doctors are just fixing Seddon's eye. That looks painful. I'd have had a day off work for that one, I think. But I'm not a pro athlete, am I? Right. Seddon does have to go off the pitch. Are they going to allow him back on to take the free kick? Doesn't look like it. So, or have they? I think they have. Right, in comes the free kick finally. It is a floaty one. Obviously looking for Jutkovic. Headed away by Heck where they double-teamed him again. And it's all clear. Birmingham have it on halfway. Oh, now Rotherham have got it clear and Ladapo has got a run on against Seddon and Colin. They're the only two back now. Birmingham got plenty more coming back. Ladapo carries to the edge of the box. Under hits the ball to Clark Robertson. He tried to cross it and it deflected. Looked like it was going to go out for a corner and then just kind of span out for a throw-in. But I think Robertson is going to hurl this one into the box. We're coming up 40 minutes. Tight game. Not too dissimilar to Coventry and Rotherham the other night. Throw-in taken. Now Robertson gets the cross in. Ooh, headed out by Pedersen at the back post. Ihekwa crossing position. He puts it in right foot. It's a poor cross by Ihekwa. And Gary Gardner clears. He knocks it long into the channel. And that should be easy for Clark Robertson. And it goes long. Ladapo scoops it up again. He does well. Robertson's made up ground to be there as the outball on the left wing. Crooks short give and go with Sean McDonald. Rotherham patient, but they're back in the back four with Angus McDonald now. He goes long. Big ball out to Harding, who does win it in the air over Seddon. And it's going to be another throw-in for Rotherham, who look fairly decent. Here's Harding. Harding crosses it in, and that's going to go out for a corner. What is going on in the chat today? Deary me. Can we keep that IQ level nice and high in the chat? You've got a few people infiltrating. Don't worry, guys. He's gone. That wasn't even the fake news Simbin. That was straight to jail, that one. Corner for Rotherham. Goes all the way out. McDonald tries to recycle it, but Birmingham clear. Russ is going to increase the average. Let's get that level up, hey? Just to reiterate, I am an advocate of free speech and I do have a sense of humour, but you all know my line is, you insult somebody, you comment on somebody's appearance, get out, you're done. Name calling, not having it. Don't need it. Got 15,000 subscribers. Here comes Lecco. Lecco into McGree, blocked. Oof. Looked like a decent opening there for Birmingham. Pedersen, I think, fouls Smith. Robinson gives the advantage. Quite a good one, actually. Ladapo trying to hold it up. Good defending by Roberts as we come up halfway. Clowns to the left, jokers to the right. There we go. Jack, thank you very, very much. What is that? A borough badge in there. Thank you very much, Jack. Quick thoughts on Ipswich next season. They will be unrecognisable from this season, hopefully in more ways than one, but massive clear out on the way, so we are told. So we'll see how successful that is. But yes, hard to know from what we've been told, though. Completely new team. Right, Raisinette, explain to me how someone calling me a mug is a joke. Explain that. Go on. The floor is yours, Einstein. We're coming up half time. Yeah, it's a red card weekend, isn't it? See, I can take a joke, but not a personal insult, not having that. Yeah, look, even Ben has his breaking point. Oh, I won't break. That's what the block button's for. Free kick in long from Rotherham. And cleared. Ooh, slid up the line. I didn't say you did call me a mug, Raisinette. Why did you say I can't take a joke? Explain yourself. You're talking in riddle. Speak my language, which most people agree is sense. Into stoppage time now, plus 2 minutes. 0-0. Rotherham 0. Birmingham 0. Free kick to Birmingham, just like a yard inside of the half. And this is going long from Colin, I think. So keep your eye on Jutkovic and Dean and Pedersen. Slid down the line, actually, to Gardner. It's going to be another throw-in for Birmingham. Can throw this one in. Everybody, Raisinette Ramirez is back. Wants me to admit that MK Dons is the bigger club. Bigger than who, and define bigger. Good luck. Ihekwa headed away. .46:30 on the clock. Here is McGree. Maybe one more chance. And surely Seddon was coming from an offside position. That's the 2 minutes up. Paul Warren checks his watch and in he goes. Very tight, very tense. Not many big chances in this one. And it's Rotherham 0, Birmingham 0 at half time. Let's have a look at the numbers and how things stand in the table. So 9 shots to 6 in Rotherham's favour, 47-53 in the possession in Birmingham's favour. But look, there's your issue. 1 shot on target in the game thus far. That was for Rotherham. I couldn't even recall which one would have been the shot on target. No big chances in the game. And look at the low number of passes completed as well. 114 to 137. We're talking set plays here, aren't we? We're talking who's going to make the first mistake And if you're a Rotherham fan, you'd be a bit worried because it was a tight game and Rotherham went under 1-0 on Thursday, didn't they, to Coventry in, I don't know, reasonably similar circumstances. Although I think Coventry probably had more sort of viable efforts on goal in the first half than Birmingham have had today. Birmingham don't need to win this game. They could really do with not losing it, though. So Birmingham will move on to 46. That's your live league table. Rotherham would stay at a point per game. And obviously, if they do that, they would be at 42 points at 42 games. And Derby are currently at 43. So maybe it might be enough for Rotherham just to keep ticking on. But we know in that last 6 games, given how slow progress is down there, a couple of wins could do for anybody really down there, couldn't it? Right, let's get back into your comments. Let's hope that have we still got imbeciles in the chat? No, good. Looks like the normal names. Thank God for that. I'm going to read one more from Razornet here. MK has a better future than ITFC, bigger ground, better players, better style of play, richer owner. Need I go on? Okay, right. We'll leave that one there. That will do. Right, I've read out 3 of your comments now, Razornet Ramirez. Brilliant. Well done. You're right about everything. Right, let's look at some other comments here. What are we saying? Last of Rotherham week. Yes, Adam. So this is the 4th game of Rotherham week. And at the moment, so what have the results been? Draw 0-0 against Huddersfield, win against QPR, defeat against Coventry. Draw here as things stand would be 5 points across the 4 games, wouldn't it? Remember, a win, 7 points across the 4 was the number we all said that would really put the cat amongst the pigeons. Can they get the goal in the second half? John, this looks like the ultimate first goal wins it game, much like Thursday night's one. Brum will get on the bus now if given a 0-0. They don't need to win it, do they? They just need to keep Rotherham at arm's length. 6 points in front as things stand. Iain, there we go. Just emerged from a darkened room. Are you watching, Iain? Rotherham been the better side in, let's face it, an awful first half. Exactly what we expected, wasn't it? Tense, tight, no risks, ball in the box a lot or into the box from long distances out. So not the best, was it? I think MK Dons has a bigger Burger King and the MK Dons have a Wagamama right outside their ground, which I'm a big fan of, I have to say. A fairly even opening period, no great chances. Birmingham tried to mimic Coventry, start fast and get on top. Rotherham were ready for it today. Katie, us and Wimbledon are oh God, we're going to going great guns down there in League One. Rotherham week has been successful for them overall. They really could do with getting the win here, though, couldn't they? Who would I say is more likely to score? It's so tight, isn't it? So tight. Is the Barnsley game later on TV? It's an I follow job for Barnsley later on. What is a Wagamama? You don't have them, Owen. It's a what food is like Asian restaurant? What food exactly is Wagamama? Is it like Thai or something? Or Japanese? I can't remember. Someone look it up. It's bloody lovely though, I tell you. One of my favourites for sure. Sam, Rotherham a good team. Struggle with 6 pointers, lost to Cov and Wickham, but beat QPR. Yeah, QPR. Fairly formed team as well. There was Michael Smith's chance. Didn't quite hit the target with it arriving on the left foot. Sticks it around the post. Chinese, Indian, Japanese, all sorts. Japanese. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Call that fusion. Beautiful stuff. Just seeing a couple of the other chances. There was the Jutkovic header in 18 seconds. Goodness me. Razornet Ramirez is back. Be a gentleman and join me in a minute's applause for the green and yellow. What a strange person this is, isn't it? Right, go and spend half an hour watching my How Norwich Got Promoted video, Razornet, and then give me your thoughts on how much of a gentleman I am. In the meantime, I'm going to stick you in the fake news sin bin because you're boring me now. But go and watch that video. You might learn something. There we go. Sorry, I'm being ruthless today, aren't I? Can't be bothered with it, dearie me. Rotherham just pull out a win here, and it would be an excellent week. And confidence go boom for the remainder of the games. Very, very true. True fact, the world record for the most people wearing white was achieved at Stadium MK. Give me that number, Sophie. I need to know. It saddens me that the biggest issue in Ben's YouTube career with Norwich fans. It's difficult, James, isn't it? It's difficult. Some people treat people with respect, but some people have an issue with that, don't they? But what are you going to do, hey? What are you going to do? RE, League One relegation. I think the current bottom four will go down. Perhaps Charlton to nab the last playoff slot. 3 losses in a row. Yeah, it does look like Peterborough and Hull joining us next year in the Championship. Sheffield United guaranteed to be joining us in the Championship. Also, do I think Bielsa will stay at Leeds, Stephen, and carry on the great job? Yes, to both. Let's see if they can get the contract done actually before the season ends this time, but always seems to be good fun. The Bielsa. Will he, won't he sign his new contract? When will he, won't he? He's too busy watching Chilean 4th division stuff to do research, won't he? I can't believe how Burton have turned it around. Ridiculous, yeah. What a run by Burton and Jimmy Floyd. Want them both to stay up, Boca. And that sounds very unlikely, doesn't it? Well, no, actually, no. I take that back, Boca. It's not unlikely at all for them both to stay up. It all depends on if Rotherham can sucker in one of the two teams directly above them. Joseph, good question. Should we have a look at the subs? Who can do what in the second half of this one? So, Rotherham, Blackman, Olasunde, Barlaser, Giles. So, Barlaser and Giles, you've got a ball-playing midfielder there and a left wing-back, maybe a bit of energy there. Otherwise, George Hurst, he's not done a hell of a lot. We saw Ogbono come on in the last game. For Birmingham, Jeremy Bella, Ivan Sanchez, but they're not playing wingers today, are they? So Scott Hogan's always good for a goal. You might see him come in for Lecco at some point. Yes, Rotherham can still get 60 points. That's how ridiculous this all is. What team would you choose to have pulled off the greatest of all escapes? This season, probably West Brom, just to see Big Sam be really, really smug about it. It would have been really funny. Well, he still might. Just be really funny watching his interview after the last game after he's done it. Go on, Jimmy, former Borough man. Yeah, what a striker Hasselbank was. Would Derby going down be a bigger shock than Barnsley going up? Good question. No, I don't think it would be, because Barnsley going up would be such a huge, huge shock. Whereas anyone can have an awful season and collapse and go down, can't they? So no, probably Barnsley would be the biggest shock, in my humble opinion. How many seasons does the dearly departed last if a team stay up? As as far as I'm concerned, it lasts forever. They're teams that I've covered, but if it gets ridiculous and loads of them stay up, Iain, then we might have trouble. And all of a sudden there's 8 teams in the dearly departed or something. That'd be a fine thing though, wouldn't it? But history tells us that will not happen. Championship dark horse next season. There you go, QPR. Who's coming up? Hull, Peterborough. Who's going to win the playoffs in League One? Blackpool? I don't know. Championship dark horse. Someone who's showing signs of improvement and going to kick on next season. I suppose QPR would be that bracket, wouldn't it? They're the ones in the middle who are not going to be in the playoffs, but have had a good run. Good answer, that. Lincoln. There you go. Yeah, Forest will improve for sure. But won't they? Sir Benjamin, can you tell us how many clubs you support then, and if you've declared any conflicts of interest to relevant authorities? I support Ipswich. That's it. I didn't think there was any issue with that, but there we go. I hope that's a satisfactory answer to what seems to be a very leading question there. Tomsky, I do hope Barnsley go up if Bournemouth do finish in the playoffs. So I really hope they lose with their squad. They should be doing better. What else have we got here? Bolton coming up to League One. Almost forgotten about them. I haven't been following League Two, to be honest. Trying to keep me nose in League One and a bit of Premier League. But Stephen, kick on with Warnock next season. He's done it before, hasn't he? He has done it before. Right, players coming out for the second half with the 3 playoff losers this season. Will the 3 playoff losers this season make a go again, or will the cartel prove too long? You'd worry who's in it at the moment. You think Barnsley might continue to sort of trend up? They've not relied on parachute money or things of that nature. You'd worry a little bit about Swansea, wouldn't you? I know that's your team, Steve. Last year of parachutes. Interesting. Who will be Preston's manager next season? God knows. That's gone quiet, hasn't it? Right, we are just about to return for the second half. It's Rotherham 0, Birmingham 0. Iain, as a Wednesday fan, I hope Rotherham stay in the Championship. We can't seem to beat them, and I can't see anything changing under Chansiri. As we await kickoff in the second half. Get your predictions in. Go on, give me some predictions. How is this one finishing? Just give me a scoreline. How is this one finishing? Feels very much like 0 goals or 1 goal in this game, doesn't it? For sure. Get your predictions in. 3-3, that'd be nice. 1-1. 1-0 Rov. 1-1. Blues. Deary me. 1-1. Actually, I'll probably just do a block on that, can't I? There we go. Lovely. 1-0 Blues. 2-1 Blues. 0-0. 1-1. 1-1. There we go. Sensible predictions only, please, ladies and gentlemen. Second half about to commence. Rotherham 0, Birmingham 0. Can either side get in front and get a very big win in the second half? Here comes Paul Warne in his beautiful turtleneck. And we are off. Let me know if you want a time sync at any point. Let me just reset. And we'll give you the teams. No changes at half time. There you go. For Rotherham, Johansson in goal. Ehekwe, Wood, McDonald, Robertson and Harding wing backs. Wing, the other McDonald and Crooks in central midfield. Smith and Ladapo up top. Excuse me. For Blues, Etheridge, Roberts, Dean, Pedersen, Colin Seddon, Gardner, Sunjic, McGree, Leko, Jukiewicz. And we have a throw-in to Birmingham. Pedersen tosses down the line. Let me know if you want a time sync at any point. Get synced up. Enjoy the chat. Although my apologies, we do seem to have been infiltrated a few times in the chat today, but I think I have managed to sweep out, having given a chance, some of the buffoonery. Thrown in by Robertson to Smith. But Birmingham come away with it. Given away, though, by, I think it's Jukiewicz. Wing, nice ball into Ladapo. Ladapo steps inside Pedersen and then back outside. Ladapo still got it. I was just going to say held on to it for too long, but he really didn't. Robertson, nice looking cross there. And on the cover was Christian Pedersen, the left centre-back. Ladapo looks at Smith as if to say, you know, we're both attacking the same area there. It was good cover, though. Roberts, Pedersen, Ladapo and Smith all jumped for the ball at the same time there. Right, here's a corner for Rotherham then. Lewis Wing will take it. In it comes. Oh, Etheridge has lost it. Oh, and they couldn't force it home. The ball was like trickling over the line there. There was no Rotherham player just to sweep it home, and it was cleared away off the goal line pretty much. Here's Robertson into the box. Excuse me, out it goes to Crooks. And they're going to have to reset here. And Sunjic gets it clear. Hopefully we'll get a replay. Crooks, early throw. Suspicious looking foul throw there, but they've let it go. Smith holds up, plays to Robertson. Robertson into the channel. Wood is onside. Wood in the box. Wood crosses wing. Oh, it was going in the corner and it's blocked by Christian Pedersen. Oh, Rotherham really could have taken the lead twice there in this last minute. Richard Wood still up from the set play. I don't know if Clark Robertson, it did look offside to be honest, if Clark Robertson even meant that. But he set Wing up, said good chance, and Wing, he's got to find the corner there, hasn't he? It's a good block by, oh, did that hit? Another replay there. Anyway, I'm getting 8 different replays at once here. That was the ball trickling to the ground. It did look like it had a deflection before it hit Pedersen. I'm sure we'll get a Sky super duper slow motion replay on that, but chance for Rotherham ×2 there. Here was the one off the goal line. Oh, if McDonald had just turned around, could have just swept that over the line. He's kind of regaining his footing, going away from the ball. He just turns around and can stick that in the net. Deary me. Yes, Iain, plenty of Euro watch-alongs. We'll poll people for that. Warnock's in the crowd. I did see him. They play. So who do they play on Wednesday then, Callum? Which one of these two teams? How the hell did they miss that? Says Blue Nose Jay. Rotherham going for it. Nervous for me, says Robert. Yeah, Blues fans, squeaky bum time there. Going to be a throw in to Rotherham down the right-hand side, who've started the second half well. But they've got to take one of these chances. Against QPR, their finishing was really good, wasn't it? Rotherham. Ladapo scored a couple of good finishes, and Smith making that run in from halfway and finishing with the left foot as well. Can they take their chances today? In comes the cross from the right. Robertson at the back post. Loops up the header. Smith heads it goalwards onto the roof of the net. Oh, Rotherham need to score in this period. They're really on top now. Crossed in by Harding. Headed up in the air by Robertson. It's good goalkeeping by Etheridge. He manages to put plenty of pressure on Michael Smith. But it does feel, and I mean, it's a good climb by Smith as well, but just a little bit of a softer header, and you can just drop that into the net. Oh, goodness. Jutkovic is down. And the doctors are looking at his shoulder. Alex, legend, £5 super chat. Bit of a niche question. Do you like the mitre ball this season? And should they use it in the Premier League? Love your channel. Keep it up, lad. They still use the yellow ball in the winter. Never keep up with this. That was big news, wasn't it? I don't dislike or particularly, I don't want to give you a bad answer because you're super chatting now, Alex. Fortunately, I'm looking at Lee Bowyer now rather than the bull, but it's not something that had that I'd noticed. But there it is. Oh no, I do like it with a blue and sort of pinkish finish. Look, anything from the Championship needs to be used in the Premier League, doesn't it? Hey, best league in the world. Thank you for the super chat, Alex. Thank you. Rotherham Borough on Wednesday. Warnock loves Rotherham as well, doesn't he? One of his many former haunts. Johansson with the goal kick. Crooks into the channel. Wing plays it inside, looking for Smith. And cleared up the line. Jutkovic tries to make something of it. He's managed to hold it up, and Gardner has it. One into the channel. Looking for Michael Smith, and out it goes. Turned over quickly, though. Here's Wing, held up by Sunjic. Sean McDonald, that is. Tries to play into Ladapo, not great ball. And cleared away. Before the game, Warren was waving at Warnock as well. Everyone loves the Warnock. Here's Smith. Harding, Ihekwe. Into the channel for Ladapo. And I think Ladapo's won a free kick there off Pedersen. If he hasn't, he's won a throw-in. Although they're striding into the box, everybody. And there is King Colin, Mr. Neil Warnock. I'd love to sit and watch the game with Neil Warnock. Brilliant. I don't. Swans fan. There you go. Evening, Ben, from Japan. You're looking very rock and roll today. Thank you, Best English School. Where are you in Japan? And how's COVID stuff there? In it goes, headed clear. Crooks over on the right for Rotherham into wing. Wing with the left foot plays into a Hekwa. Heavy touch by the centre half, and it's turned over. Now, here comes Jutkiewicz driving forward. Oh, can he get it out? Yes, he can to McGree. Good play by Sean McDonald. But there was a foul on Jutkiewicz just before he played it. Steve's feeling more comfortable now that Blues have less possession. There you go. It's not 9/10 to the law, is it? So free kick to Birmingham. We just got away on the break there after a heavy touch by Hekwa for Rotherham. 55 on the clock. In goes the cross from the left. Oh, yeah, Hansen looked a bit flip-flappy there. Came out to try and punch away from Mark Roberts arriving on the back post. Completely missed it, actually. Yeah, both players missed that one. Clark Robertson gave a subtle little shove in the back there. And it's a goal kick to Rotherham, who are still looking for that big goal, as are Birmingham. It's Rotherham 0, Birmingham 0, coming up 56 on the clock. I'm in Nagoya, and the COVID is entering the 4th phase. What does that mean? Is that like our 4 lockdowns or 3 lockdowns? The locals aren't happy. Olympics in 3 months. So well, keep safe over in Japan. Best English school. Thank you for joining us. Hekwa is getting a yellow card off referee Robinson. And I've got no idea why. For that handball, interesting. We have free kick to Birmingham. And they are dangerous from these setups. Robertson Dean on the back post. Jutkiewicz is lurking. And they're marking quite zonally here, Rotherham. In it comes. Headed away by Robertson. McGree. Surely there's an offside in there. It's lobbed back in. The ball's still alive. And the cross in the end deflects over. Any offside flag go up then? When that ball went back in for the second phase, I thought, let's see if the offending player actually touched the ball. Yeah, there's 3 players offside. But to be fair to the linesman, Pedersen and Seddon weren't. So that's actually a very good call. So it's a corner for Birmingham. Some good officiating there for us to talk about, especially doing that in real time. I needed a replay. Corner goes in. Pedersen heads up in the air. Max Collin, the corner taker, sprints in. And I think Matt Crooks did enough. And it's going to be a goal kick to Rotherham. Alex, thank you for answering my super chat. No problem at all. I thought it was a bit nice. Don't particularly like this season's Premier League ball by Nike. It would look out of place. Right, okay. I'm sure they've got a very big contract with Nike. So that won't be chased in. Derby and Sheffield Wednesday away days. Haven't you had enough of them bits? Every season. 58-48 on the clock. Thrown in down the line by Rotherham. Anybody who wants action down the bottom of that table needs a Rotherham goal, really. That'd get things moving. As the camera goes on to the Rotherham subs. Dan Barlasser in particular. Are we expecting a change from Paul Warne? Hoyt clear by Angus MacDonald. Flicked on by Max Collin and cleared again by MacDonald. Back and forth and back and forth. Lecco closes down MacDonald. Lecco keeps that one in really well. He's on the right wing. Low cross by Lecco. I think it hit Collin, who was on the underlap, and went out. And it's going to be a goal kick. What do you got for us there, Tom? There's your Arsenal and your Fulham lineups. Thank you. Fulham, the dearly departed. They need a win, don't they, for goodness sake? Oh, the legendary 4-4 game where Steve McLaren came down and changed everything at half-time. Unbelievable. Table's looking a bit done and dusted elsewhere. Need Rotherham wins to keep it interesting. True. Although, Oliver, I'm sure some people would suggest that a Watford defeat at Norwich on Tuesday might make things a little bit interesting at the top there. You could have Swansea catching up to within 3 points potentially, and obviously they still have to play. We still got those games between Watford and Swansea and Watford and Brentford to go. Times is reporting the European Super League is back on. Joy of all joys, eh? Apparently the new Derby owner said he wants Champions League football. His takeover will hinge on them staying up. Interesting. We all want Champions League football. Or do we? You speak to some Man City fans and they preferred things how they were. MacDonald is still down. I think he's changing his boot, is he? He's been down for a fair while, so add on this stoppage time, everybody. Rotherham 0, Birmingham 0. Don't forget to hit subscribe. You can do that right now if you're watching on YouTube. Hit subscribe and, of course, ring the bell. Thumbs up as well. Hit like on the stream. Help bring other people across to our hopefully very friendly and lovely channel. A long chat between Lee Bowyer and Scott Hogan going on here. So I'm guessing Scott Hogan's about to come on. You'd assume Jonathan Lecco will come off. The chase for second, no matter how painful it is still on. I know what you mean, Steve. It's like Ipswich in the playoffs. We're so bad, but we could still get in them by winning like 3 games in 4. It's maddening. We'll get a decisive outcome in the end. Here is MacDonald. Still limping a little bit, actually. And MacDonald's going to have to come off. There's no way he can play on like this. He's limping on that left foot. He looks absolutely done, poor guy. And he's still got some defending to do here. It's crossed into, let's see if he turns around and gives the signal. Angus MacDonald does not look in a good way. He's trying to be a trooper. But I suspect we'll see a Rotherham change. He's literally over by Paul Warren now, so I'm sure he's asking him. No, he's done. McDonald is taking his shoe off again. Are they going to make a set? Oh, poor guy. You can see there's blood underneath the sock there. Oh, we don't want to see this foot if he takes the sock off. There seems to be a big problem with the big toe on McDonald's right foot. Sorry, his left foot. Crikey. We hope he's okay, but it looks like he's playing in quite a lot of pain here. Angus McDonald. Oh, I see what went wrong. He kicked the bottom of Lecco's foot. That's so painful. See, plenty of people break their toes and break their feet doing that. Goodness me. Philip, what wonderful kindness. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for your great content. Only found your channel this season. £20 super. Really kind, Philip. I'll drink to you. I wish I'd found it early. Would love to know if you had a relegation video ready for Barnsley last year. I did not. No. We had certain ones ready to go, but no. That was far too mental on the last day of the season. Barnsley obviously staying up in stoppage time at Brentford, and of course Wigan draw with Fulham on the last game of the season, and Charlton got hammered by Leeds, didn't they? And just at the last minute, that winning goal. Who scored that goal? Was it Clark Adair? Callum Stiles scored the other one, didn't he? But no, I didn't, Philip. That's very, very kind. I did have a Chris Hughton video ready. Yeah, I had that all set up. Chris Hughton to take over Bristol City. All the research done. Didn't happen, did it? Clark Adair. Yeah, there we go. Thank you again, Philip. Very, very kind. Thank you for the support. Yellow card for Richard Wood. Birmingham just coming into it a bit more now. He got turned by Lecco and pulled him back. Rugby tackle there by Richard Wood. Birmingham have looked better since about the hour mark. Remember, Rotherham started this second half really well. Could have taken the lead. That one that trickled towards the goal line and then cleared. And then Wing with the chance on the right foot. Is McDonald still going? Yes. What a trooper. Free kick floated in. That's gone all the way over for a goal kick. 67. Now, are we going to get these substitutions now that we were expecting? In it goes. Don't know what the plan with that free kick was. Not on the right wavelength there. A bit of a mix-up there in the backline for Birmingham, and it's going to be a corner for Rotherham. Yeah, Harley Dean just fell over, basically. He was on the ball, and Seddon had to kind of step in and clear up the mess. Corner for Rotherham, 68-30, and again we're getting this charge now. There's a row of 5 players. In comes a floated cross. A good header there by Dean in the middle of the box. Robertson down the left now. He's got it inside to McDonald, Sean McDonald. Crooks, half cross in there, just sort of prodded at it with the right foot. Wing has tried to find Ladapo. Ladapo chest down. Ladapo drills it across the goal. Way too much on it. There were people in the box there. And that's the second time Rotherham have managed to get in on the second phase off a set play in the channel. Goodness me, he's well onside, Ladapo. Chest. Now, can you float it across? No. Drilled it. And Michael Smith, if he just lifts that up, towards the back post. It's poor from Ladapo there. Deary me. Yeah, keep your eye on Arsenal and Fulham. I'll just stick it on the iPad up here. So if any goals occur, we will see them. Here come Birmingham down the right with Max Collin. Collin steps inside. And Gardner tries to play it forward. He's given it away. Sunjic with the foul. Renault Super Sunday. There we go. I know what I've done. I think I've left the iPad on with Sky on it. Damn. Oh, well. No Arsenal and Fulham for me. We can't have it on two screens. Not sure that charge at the corners is working. Hasn't yet, has it, Sophie? The first one looked quite dangerous, but I think they're quite wise to the second one, weren't they? Still relies on the quality of the ball, even if you are sort of charging in like that. Let's see if Shaley can switch the iPad off. All crossed into the back post there, looking for Ladapo. Smith was arriving as well. Oof. Just nicked away. And a slight let off there for Birmingham. Still no substitutes made. As Seddon challenges Harding up on the left wing. Jutkovic goes down, nothing given. Cleared to halfway and lifted forward. Seddon chases after that one. (72-13) on the clock. Oh, Sanchez came on. I beg your pardon. Yes, he did, for McGree. I must have been in the chat, Liam. Oh, Shaley's not here. So there'll be no Fulham and Arsenal. You guys keep an eye on that. Sanchez in the box now. Makes some space. Sanchez crosses low and it's blocked out. Goodness me. I think Wing got the challenge on it. Goodness. Lecco came down the right. Oh, he did really well to beat Wood and Wing. Sanchez went by a dangling leg from Matt Crooks as well. Oh, Rotherham living dangerously there. In comes the corner for Birmingham, headed away by Wood on the near post on the volley by Steve Seddon. Edge of the box over the bar. This is nervy, isn't it? A goal now for either side is just a really big deal, isn't it? Birmingham score, they're going to feel like they're really, really edging in on safety. Rotherham score, they're going to feel like it's in their hands and they can do it. And also pull Birmingham back down into the mire. Hoyt forward. Smith chasing Pedersen. Pedersen manages to clear down the line. Headed back. Smith goes down, no foul given, and Seddon makes the clearance. (74-32). There is Mick Harford and Nathan Jones in the crowd. Saying the crowd, in the stand. Luton beat Watford yesterday. And what have Luton got now? 53? They got 56. Let me double check. 56 for Luton. Tremendous score for the Hatters. Here's Sanchez. Sanchez knocks it out to Sunjic. Sunjic tries to beat Crooks down the left. Seddon is tackled by Harding, and it's a throw-in. And I assume Roberts is going to toss this one in long. 75-30. Is there a goal in it? Have I ever been to Southwold, says Henry. Of course I have. I'm a Suffolk boy. And Oldborough as well. In comes the long throw, edge of the box. Sunjic hits the shot. I think it was going over, but it was blocked at close quarters. Ladapo has handballed that. He was trying to launch a counter-attack, but it was a handball, which actually gives a dangerous free kick to Birmingham. I don't think the first shot was actually going to go on target, so it's a bit unlucky there. Ladapo just bounced up, hit his arm, but handball given. Shalier's done the business, so we can now see Arsenal and Fulham on the top screen. Oh, free kick in. Jutkovic, header on the angle. He was in the right place. Johansson just tips it around the post. They do have fairly good variation on their free kicks. A lot of the time, their throw-ins as well. A lot of the times they'll do the decoy and you expect it to just go in and they'll take a quick one and completely change the angle. They're good at that. Bows Birmingham. In comes the corner. Pedersen heads goalwards. I think that's going to trickle out for a goal kick. Yeah, well, there you go, Sophie. If they'd scored from it, we would, if it was in the box, we'd be saying it came off his own body. So there we go. Refereeing inconsistency. Sorry, it's not going to be a goal kick. It's going to be a corner. Most corner goals conceded. The stat that no Rotherham fan wants to see because they've conceded 12. In comes the corner. I'm going to concede from that one. Although they're going to get another go. Wing just wafts his left foot at that and slices it out. Sanchez again. Paul Warren's, he hasn't made a substitute either, has he? Here is Sanchez. Colin cuts back the cross. Roberts half volleys. Colin keeps it alive. I think it has gone out. The ball hits the post and then is headed into the net, but it already gone out. I think it was Sanchez who tried to sneak around the back. Sorry, it's Colin, wasn't it? Hard to see whether that one went out or not. Well, the whistle went and everybody stopped, so ho-hum. Richard Wood is down. There's going to be a load of stoppage time in this one, isn't there? Wood looks like he's got an injury in exactly the same place Seddon did in the first half, just to the side of his eye. Richard Wood booked, along with Michael Ihekwa, two of the three Rotherham centre-halves. Let's just bring up the possible substitutes that could be brought in. By Paul Warne. In fact, I'm not going to need to do that because it's actually going to happen right now, right before our very eyes. Right, Ladapo's going off for a start. I think Sean McDonald is going off also. Has Hurst come on, I think? Jamie Lindsay is coming on as well. And I think, is that Ben Wiles? Clark Robertson has gone off. Yeah, so Wiles, Hurst and Lindsay for McDonald, Ladapo and Robertson. Wiles, Hurst and Lindsay in. So Hurst will go up top with Smith. In terms of left wing back, there's going to be someone playing out of position there because there isn't a left wing back unless Harding goes across. And one of those two midfielders have just come on. Obviously, McDonald is a central midfielder. So either one of Wiles and Lindsay is probably going to have to play wing back unless Paul Warne's gone to a back four. We'll find out in a minute. (81-12). There is going to be loads of stoppage time in this one, though. Rotherham looking a bit leggy. Yeah, they peaked, didn't they, so far at the start of the second half, didn't they? Miller's looking tired. I defy any team not to be after 4 games in a week. Going to be 5 or 6 minutes stoppage time for sure in this one. Feels like we've had a couple of really long ones with Angus MacDonald's toe and Richard Wood just getting his head or his side of his eye cleaned up. Dean makes the clearance for Birmingham. MacDonald throws it in down the line. He obviously just can't feel his toe anymore. He's just going to play on, for goodness sake. (82-20) on the clock. MacDonald is going to take the long throw, dummies it and goes short. MacDonald puts it in the box. Not a good cross. Headed away and well won there in midfield. Bustling work there by Gardner. What a brilliant run. He's driven all the way out. He plays it to the left to Seddon. Seddon crosses to the back post looking for Sanchez. He's got way too much on it. Sanchez can recycle though. Up the line it goes to Colin. Rotherham back with plenty in the box. Colin's taken that too far. It's going to be a goal kick. Surely that went out. Well, they've let play go. And Hurst is now done actually very well up the pitch and played it into Lindsay. Oh, good ball through now. Smith on the left. Smith comes inside, crosses into the box, headed away by Roberts. Wing a long way out, hits the long ranger. It hits the stanchion behind the goal. How close was this? Yeah, it's a bit wayward. Technique's usually more sound than that, Lewis Wing. I did think when Colin went to cross it all the way up the other end before that counter-attack had even happened that the ball had gone out. There you go. Keaton agrees. Iain will be doing his nut. Hurst on, but no Sadlier. That's what Paul Warne's gone for. See if George Hurst can do anything in this last 6 minutes. 0-0. Foul, though, by Ihekwe. And it's going to be a free kick to Birmingham that they are going to stick in the box. No doubt. There is Tony Stewart, the Rotherham chairman. I don't know if he's chatting with Neil Warnock. He's only sitting a few seats down from him. Okay, here comes the free kick. Seddon goes short. We've seen this ploy a few times now. Give and go. Seddon, decent looking cross. Good catch, Johansson. Johansson wanted a quick out ball, but everyone was back. He gets a pat on the back. Good goalkeeping that. Big shout, big catch. Although Rotherham have done nothing with the ball. And it's back with Etheridge up the other end. 85-20 on the clock. 0-0. There's a really important goal if someone can be bothered to score it here. Lecco. Sanchez. Nice feet, but Robertson just stands him up. Sorry, wing. Robertson's not on the pitch, Ben. There you go. Here's Hurst. Tries to play with the outside of his foot through to Smith. Ball up in the air, and it's fallen for Smith. Smith into Crooks. Crooks has got a Hekwa outside in crossing position on the right-hand side. Touch, plays it back to Crooks. Crooks, dreadful cross. So tired that cross and cleared. But here they come again. Crooks on the right wing and back into Wood. Wood's going to just go direct. Looks for Smith, who does really well actually, chest down and gets into Lindsay. Now Crooks is going to get another go. He's got loads of time now. He's not going to cross it though. Plays it to a Hekwa. Just didn't have the quality there. Crooks maybe has got the quality, looks tired. And when a Hekwa comes forward, he's not exactly Jack O'Connell in terms of quality. His wing though, good little surge by Rotherham, but as soon as I say that, wing gives it away. Give it away now. Cleared out to Lecco and Wood sticks it out. Hurst, 94th minute winner. Limbs in the 93rd minute. Well, if anything's going to happen goal-wise now, it's going to be late. There is Scott Hogan, who's not Ivan Sanchez. That's Rakeem Harper. And those two are about to come on, presumably in central midfield and up top for Birmingham. Seddon. Big guys are forward from the throw-in. You're going to put it in the box. Chance now for Seddon to do just that. No, he plays on. And it goes right foot, flicked on near post, headed goalwards, and it's in. Birmingham have scored. Wow. Oh, that's a big goal. Harley Dean has headed it in at the back post. Rotherham 0, Birmingham 1. Oh, that's bad news for Rotherham. For the second game running, it looks like they're going to lose 1-0 at home to a reasonably late set play. Oh, no. Oh, Paul Warne looks so disappointed with that. They worked it quite well, actually. They had loads of chances to cross it and didn't. I think, is it Roberts with the right foot? Vital flick on the near post by Pedersen. Just changes the trajectory of the cross. And Dean is up with a Hekwe on the back post. Dean gets up for the header. Oh, does it go in off a Hekwe? Larbey won't care who that went in off. I think he might have headed it against a Hekwe and it loops in that far corner. Oh, that's a big goal. 87 minutes. Rotherham 0, Birmingham 1. Let's go to the live league table, which is going to look beautiful. If you are a Birmingham fan, it's going to be, 10 points in 5. It's going to be 13 points in 6. What a run by Birmingham. They're going to go to 48. And I'm sure Derby fans, Coventry fans, Huddersfield fans are going to be very pleased with that goal. And is Rotherham week going to end with 4 points from 4 rather than 5 or 7? Rotherham 0, Birmingham 1, 89-30. We're expecting 5-6 minutes of stoppage time. A late goal for Birmingham. Are they still going to go with the same subs? Hogan and Harper were waiting on the touchline when that goal went in. Yes, they are. Harper's coming in for Gardner. I'm assuming Hogan will go in for Lecco up top. Wow. What a big goal. Oof. There's the reaction from the chat. Well done, Birmingham. Unbelievable. What a terrible time to concede. Oof, good news for Derby. You're telling me. They did it inside the 90 minutes. Blue Nose Jay says, we are staying up. I think most people would agree with you there, sir. Told you, Derby, we would help you in Coventry too. Oh, poor Rotherham. Well done, Birmingham. Superb run from them. And David is right. Rotherham are not down yet. Just don't know mentally how they're going to be after that. Oh, I think that's an own goal. Does Harley Dean even touch that? And we just got the super slow-mo from Sky, so I'm going to wind that back. I know there's action happening. I don't know whether Dean even touches that. That might even be an own goal by Ihekwe. So I'm just checking back. Yeah, that's an own goal. You don't like to see it, but I don't think Harley Dean touched that. So that could be an own goal off Ihekwe. 6 minutes, stoppage time. Iain, you have our sympathies. It's over. Robert, hope it's not too early. Thank you, Robert. Very, very kind. Very happy Birmingham fan. There, Phil agrees that might be an own goal by Ihekwe. Look, it doesn't matter who it went in off. It went in. Ihekwe and Dean jumping together at the back post. The ball went in the net, and we're in stoppage time now. And could it be curtains for Rotherham? They will still have 2 games in hand, though, but we'll have a look in a sec who they're against. Let's just see this one out first. Rotherham need an equaliser now. Could be a gargantuan 3 points for Birmingham. They've won it high up the pitch here, Rotherham. Smith has got it. Smith tries to play it out to Wiles. Poor ball. Oh, they might be done psychologically there. Smith shakes his head. Wiles couldn't get anywhere near it. There is the bottom of the table. I did that exactly the same time as Sky did, hey? Same production values here. They will still have 2 games in hand on Derby. I'm just going to really quickly bring up these fixtures. Middlesbrough at home, Barnsley away, Brentford away, Blackburn at home, Luton away, Cardiff away. Lot of away games in there, but hey, you could still catch some teams on the beach. They just need a rest, don't they? Rotherham, for God's sake. But they've got to go midweek again. Here comes Ihekwe, who may be credited as the scorer of that as an own goal. 92-53 of 6 minutes minimum stoppage time. So 3 minutes to play. Long throw for Rotherham. They've gone short to Lindsay. Lindsay crosses, is deflected. It's going to go out for a corner. Crooks has tried to pull a fast one and foul Etheridge and try and get there. And it's going to be a restart for Birmingham. They should be able to kill. If you do it well, you can kill 30 seconds with a restart, which I'm sure Birmingham will attempt to do. Rotherham 0, Birmingham 1. A potential 87th minute, 88 actually, winning goal here for Birmingham. Harley Dean has been given man of the match by Sky. Now we're in friendliest guy in jail territory here in this match for a man of the match, aren't we? I wonder whether that goes down as an Ihekwe own goal. Free kick Rotherham. It's about 10 yards in their own half, but I guess they're just going to throw everyone forward and boot this down the ground and try and win the first, second and third ball here. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Johansson is going to kick this long All the big guys are up. Jukovic comes back to defend for Birmingham. Johansson, good distance on that. Smith underneath it, goes loose. Composed clearance there by Harper. Sanchez, they're in. He can't quite gather it. Scott Hogan was in there for Birmingham. He just ran slightly ahead of the ball. Rotherham, kitchen sink time for them. They've gone diagonal again. Hurst couldn't get their throw in. Birmingham 94-45 on the clock. Milk tray man, Paul Warne, strokes his beard. Birmingham are going to kill a bit more time. They're going to bring Friend and Cosgrove on. So bit of experience and certainly a bit of height and power with Cosgrove. They know they're going to be defending at least probably one more long ball in towards their own area. Just got to keep the ball away from their goal. It's that simple for Birmingham. Now, Wiles and Birmingham clear away. I think as this goes out, they're going to make the sub. 95-23 on the clock. Here comes the double sub. So we're definitely going to go over the 96 stoppage time. Probably going to go over 97, I would have thought, with the substitutions. Jukovic, shirt's all ripped off. Looks like a right warrior. Jukovic and Seddon out. Friend and Cosgrove in. Clever sub by Bowyer because Friend can play wing back, but he's good in the air as well. Cosgrove, okay. Jukovic is an absolute animal in the air. Jukovic just telling Cosgrove, just go and win any header that you're involved in now. 96 has ticked up on the clock. I sense we're still going to go 60 to 90 seconds past this. Seddon walks off slowly and George Friend is going to come on. They just have to keep the ball away from their goal. 96-17. They've killed a load of time. We're going to go way over the minimum stoppage time with those substitutes. Probably more like 97-30, I'm thinking, which is about a minute left. It's going to be a throw-in for Birmingham in their left-back area. 96-35 on the clock. Pedersen strolls over. He's going to hurl this down the line, I think. No, he's not. He's going to leave it to Harley Dean, who's going to try and get some distance. Birmingham, none of their players left their positions there. They're all just going to stay in shape, and Dean's going to throw this as far as he can towards Cosgrove. 96-55 on the clock, and it is all over. Huge win for Birmingham. Rotherham 0, Birmingham 1. Shake of hands there between Lee Bowyer and Paul Warne. Great win for Birmingham, who have 13 points in 6 games. They're in great form, and Lee Bowyer has done a really fine job since he arrived there. Rotherham, bad news. Let's look at the numbers, and then we're going to look at the league table. Get your thoughts in on the significance of that result. Yes, 31 shots. Harley Dean and Heck were just discussing who the goal went in off. Whether it goes down as an own goal, we'll find out. Only 4 shots on target in the game. No big chances at all. Not many passes completed. An absolute scrap that Lee Bowyer and Birmingham have won 1-0. And there's the table. Look at that form for Birmingham. 10 points a gain in 5. I think it's 13 in 6 for Birmingham. Brilliant stuff. 48 from 42 for Birmingham. That is a big win for Blues. And they can target well over 50 now. 50 plus, let's just say. If they can just get 3 or 4 points from the last 4 games, they're over 50 and looking safe as things stand, which we have to add, don't we, every time we have this type of commentary. There you go. There's the update. Yeah, 10 points in 4 for Birmingham. That's the right splurge of points at the right time of the season. Rotherham have back-to-back defeats from these last 2 home games in the 4-game week. They are on 39 points from 40. So they are not making a point per game at the moment. Derby are just, and Coventry are well over the point per game. Woof. Let's have a look at your comments. We'll review all of this properly on the review show tomorrow. I think season is over for Blues, but I take that any day. Well done, Blues. We didn't deserve that, but I'll take it, says Jay. Congratulations, all you Birmingham fans. There's Harley Dean doing a Maradona down the camera, but we think that might have gone in off Ehekwa. Excellent. Sorry, Rotherham. What a result. Incredible job done by Bowyer. You can't disagree with that, can you? You cannot disagree with that. Incredible job done by Lee Bowyer, whose points per game must be stunningly good. I don't know how many. Is it just those 6 games he's been in for? So I think Bowyer might have 13 points from 6 games, which is absolutely superb. Hashtag new manager bounce there. He has done the job. Those players, exactly the same players who weren't doing it for Aitor Karanka, have done it for Lee Bowyer. There you go. That is our watch long. That is me for today, unless some seismic big story breaks. I'll be back tomorrow for the championship review. We'll be doing Dearly Departed as well. Leeds Liverpool might be a busy day tomorrow. Chris says, I suppose Birmingham just shaded it as Rotherham looked tired, looking bleak for Rotherham, firing too many blanks. Let me know if you want a shout out as we go. Let me just do my plugs real quick. Thank you for everybody in the chat. Thank you to Charlie, who is our watch-along sponsor for this season. Charlie, 30 years a loyal Royal. Here's to many more. Absolutely. Have a think about getting involved and supporting over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for all the super chatters. Loads in the chat. Brilliant. We had our fair share of imbeciles in the chat today, but thank you to the hardened subscribers of the channel who always bring some great insight into the chat and lots of super chats. Thank you very much. And please, before you go, hit like, subscribe if you haven't already. Big story. Rotherham 0, Birmingham 1. Woof. Let's give shout outs there. Amanda, Mr. E, George, Bits, Phil, Henry, Steve, Liam. Enjoy Line of Duty later. Well, I don't think we're going to be caught up there by Sophie. We've still got 2 episodes to go. Callum, let's get this win and now we're safe. Yeah, keep your eyes on Commentary Barnsley. I'm going to go and hang with the missus and the dogs for the rest of the afternoon. So I will be done. Yes, Patreon is full of surprises. Philip, thank you. Huge super chat from you. Thank you. So kind, Philip. Great supporter of the channel. Right. We are done. Rotherham 0, Birmingham 1. Huge win for Birmingham. Gnarly defeat for Rotherham. Congratulations, you Birmingham fans. Rotherham do live to fight another day, but they need a win, and they need it quickly. Back-to-back defeats. Rotherham 0, Birmingham 1. And it's a big over and out from me. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I'll be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.